my name is Aaron Fisher, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a kickflip.
Give it to me.
Some prerequisites to learning how to kickflip is having a nice strong boost stroke and being able to either do a back deck roll or a reverse screw roll. To start trying this trick, we need to find a nice big green wave with hopefully a steep forward face and a steep backwards face so that we can get a nice little bit of air off of that wave. Once we have found our wave, we're going to start practicing our boost stroke or our air stroke off the backside of the wave. To do this, you're going to drop 45 degrees of edge on your preferred side of the boat. And as you approach the top of the wave, you're going to take a big boost stroke and you're going to pull up hard on your knees. Once you start getting more comfortable with this technique, you're going to start dropping more and more edge as you practice, just so that you can get used to getting the boat really on edge. Preferably what we're aiming for is to get to at least 90 degrees of edge at the top of the wave, because that is going to give us the best chance of completing the kickflip following the next couple of steps. Okay then, so once you've... Hello, puppy dog. Hello. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Hello. Sorry guys, quick intermission. We've got a little puppy dog that's come to say hello. So we're going to continue. Okay, so once you've started getting comfortable airing out the backside of the wave and dropping your edge, we're then going to start practicing the double pump. Now, for those of you guys who have practiced cartwheels in the flat water before, you will know exactly what this is. But for those who don't, basically, it is a method of getting the bow in the air and then slamming the bow down to get the stern in the air. This is quite a key part of the kickflip because it allows you, when you've aired out the bow, you can then release the stern into the air and start throwing the kickflip. One guy who's very good at this is Justin MacArthur, and he is like a whip wizard, and I'll try and put a clip of that in just now. So once you have started whipping off the back of the wave, okay, or double pumping off the back of the wave, we're then going to start throwing the kickflip. To do this, when you're approaching the top of the wave and you go to do your double pump, you want to have your head and your shoulders close to the face of the wave with the boat at 90 degrees of edge. When you go to then push on the back face of your paddle blade, when you go to throw the double pump, what you are going to do is pry the boat or your stern of your boat over the top of you, forming a little bit of a roll. That's really cute. For those of you who don't know what's going on, I'm going to quickly put a video in currently now of Alex. This is what I'm looking at whilst filming this video currently. Okay, right, back on track, Aaron, come on. So, as we are prying the stern of your boat over the top of you, you are going to keep nice and tucked and reach with your opposite hand to the opposite side of the boat, okay? This keeps you pre-wound, or like quite wound up inside the middle of this move, which is key to finishing the move, okay? Once you have reached all the way across you, you will notice that you're then starting to see sky at the end of this move. And what you're going to do is reach with your opposite arm out, and you are going to like roll the boat back up. This takes a little bit of getting used to, and it was going to take some figuring out because it's quite confusing once you're there. And unless you get the motion in your head beforehand, it can be quite hard to understand the finish of this trick. So once you've got that part of the move absolutely dialed, okay, you would have landed your first ever kickflip. Sick. Awesome, that's really cool. Okay, well done. Some key issues that people find when they're learning to kickflip is that some people try and throw the move a little bit too early. Some people throw the move halfway up the wave, not allowing the boat to get enough air before they throw the move. And all this results in is you kind of throwing your body into the wave and not launching off the back of the wave like you want to get that really steezy kickflip. A second key issue that people find is that they don't drop enough edge at the top of the wave. All this does is kind of hold your like rotation back a little bit. Whereas if you're dead on 90 degrees at the top of the wave, okay, your boat only has to do 180 degrees of rotation before you're then on the other side and you can like roll the finish part of the kickflip back up. Another key problem is that people will lay back as they initiate the move. This can be useful to like stay low to the boat and try and squeeze the rotation out. If you stay sat up for the initiation of the move and halfway around, then the boat is going to launch and whip a lot better than if you're laying back on the rest of the boat. And it also gives you a bit more of like a snappy, or it allows you to get a bit more snappy motion towards the end of the move, as you can use the laying back and the reaching to like snap the rest of that rotation around and get your boat landing nice and flat. So I hope this video has helped you to learn how to do a kickflip, and I hope some of the small little tips and tricks that I've thrown in there help the progression of you learning to land your first kickflip. So yeah, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for some more instructional videos coming to Chasing the Flow over the coming few months and into the next year. Thanks guys.